Welcome to this video on contraposition. To begin with our discussion, let us define contraposition. Contraposition is the proposition that is inferred from the given proposition whose subject term of the partial contrapositive is the contradictory of the original predicate, but whose predicate term is the same as the original subject. The other contraposition is the full contrapositive, whose subject term is the contradictory of the given predicate, and whose predicate term is the contradictory of the given subject. In the next slide, we will illustrate this definition using the template of contraposition. And for this discussion, we will use letter Q as the symbol of the contradictory predicate and letter Z to represent the contradictory subject. So our given is SCP, and that's the contraponent. And you have the partial contrapositive. So in the partial contrapositive, the predicate of the given is contradicted and became the subject of the partial contrapositive, and there is no change in the subject. And in the full contrapositive, all you have to do is to contradict the predicate of the partial contrapositive. That's why you have letter Z. And this partial predicate of the partial contrapositive is actually the original subject of the given proposition. And now, let's have the process of contraposition. So it begins with a given proposition. And this given proposition is overted. And the obverse is converted. And the result is the partial contrapositive, or the PC. And when this converse is overted, then you'll have the full contrapositive, or the FC. So in the next slide, we will apply this process. And by the way, in an I proposition, or the I proposition cannot be validly contraposed. So we have now the application of the process. So again, we will start with the given. And our example is all Cebuanos are Filipinos. Then this proposition is overted. And you'll have no Cebuanos are non-Filipinos. And this obverse will be converted. So that's why you have no non-Filipinos are Cebuanos as the partial contrapositive. Then we will overt this proposition, and we'll have all Filipinos, all non-Filipinos are non-Cebuanos as the full contrapositive. The truth value of A and O propositions. The partial and the full contrapositive of A and O propositions have the same quantity as the given propositions. But by the rules of overson and conversion, the truth value of the derived contrapositive is the same as that of the given proposition. So to apply the truth value of the proposition, if it is correct to say that all Cebuanos are Filipinos, it is also correct to say that no non-Filipinos are Cebuanos and all non-Filipinos are non-Cebuanos. The truth value of an A proposition. The law of subalternation is applied in determining the truth value of the partial and full contrapositive of an A proposition. So to recall, the law of subalternation says that the truth of the first implies the truth of the second, but not conversely, meaning the other way around is not applicable or doubtful. So to apply the truth value of an E proposition, so we'll have the given again. If it is correct to say that no dog is a cat, it's also correct to say that some non-cats are dogs. And it's also correct to say that some non-cats are not non-dogs. But the law of subalternation say that if the subaltern are correct, the given is not necessarily correct. It's doubtful. That's all for the contraposition. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.